Awkward turtle.
There you go.
Look, 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 look.
So what is it? They couldn't do like the Baby Yoda latte art, so I just had to get you an empty cup.
Oh, thank you. Tell me everything.
So I actually wanted to meet up because I thought I kind of wanted to talk to you about something.
Yeah, what's up?
This is kind of hard to say, but the last couple months have been amazing.
Best months of my life.
Yeah. Said no one
Best
ever. But I
finally feeling like myself around someone.
And I'm happy about that. I am.
Opa, finally myself style.
Was that Gangnam Style?
Yeah, it was Gangnam Style.
Right. Haven't seen that one. I think that maybe it's possible that we are better suited.
Possible. Mission impossible. Your mission is to marry this girl. 3, 2, 1. You gotta escape the lasers. Oh, and here's my ring. Will you marry me?
That's the thing, is I think maybe we're better as friends.
Let's start with this cringy moment in the car. The girlfriend leads by praising their last few months together, only to pivot and suggest they should just be friends. He tries joking about Mission Impossible and even references a marriage proposal, but the mood is painfully awkward. Men, pay close attention. Sometimes the signs of a breakup are there, but we ignore them, hoping for a miracle. Let's read the first viewer comment.
Yay, I was going to say he's so sweet. I then watched the whole video. Get rid.
This viewer initially thought he was sweet, but after seeing his meltdown in the car, changed their tune. For men, it's a reminder. It's okay to be hurt, but turning a breakup conversation into a frantic comedy act or ignoring your partner's actual feelings can backfire. Let's check out the second snippet.
Has no one told you that you are breaking my heart currently? Where's Ashton Kutcher? Because as far as I'm concerned, I'm getting punked.
They're not punked.
Has no one told you that you are breaking my heart?
He's deflecting with humor. He can't believe she's ending it, and the girlfriend is calmly telling him, this is real life. No cameras hidden in the back seat. Men, sometimes it's best to accept the situation gracefully. Humor might lessen your pain, but it can also trivialize a serious moment. Let's see another comment.
That dude really needs to try dating nobody. At all. Ever. At least not until he gets the proper therapy to acknowledge some things.
That's harsh, but there's a lesson here for men. If you consistently can't handle breakups or relationships without meltdown-level drama, consider therapy or self-reflection before diving back into the dating pool. Let's see snippet number 3.
There are hidden cameras around here?
So maybe I think that we should just be friends. And let's be friends.
Fuck off.
There
are hidden cameras around here?
So maybe I think that we should just be friends. And let's be friends.
She tries to end politely, but his final response is abrupt, dropping an F-bomb. Emotions clearly got the better of him. Remember, men, a classy exit can preserve self-respect. Let's read 2 more comments from this video clip.
This is what I should have done to my ex, but he did it first after 9 months of ghosting and forced relationship. Why do I imagine dating this guy is like dating the nerd in the trench coat from the Grandma's Boy movie?
Back to back, we have someone regretting not ending a toxic relationship sooner, and another imagining him as an awkward nerd from a comedy flick. If your ex or your date thinks of you as comedic relief, or worse, forced baggage, something's off. Gentlemen, do yourself a favor and read the signs early. Now let's move on to the next video clip featuring Dolly's no-nonsense advice for older women. Men, there's plenty here you can learn from too.
Y'all are not going to believe this, but I get asked all the time, Dolly, why are you still single? Maybe it's you. Yeah, it is me. Straight up, it's me. I'm not putting up with any bullshit. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Not at this age. Because I do have my life together. And this is the part that a lot of men don't grasp. That we women who have our act together, we have established our lives, we're comfortable, financially we're stable, emotionally we're stable, most of the time. We are girls. But we have our act together. So that means that we already know what it's like, how the work, the effort to get our shit together.
Dolly's perspective might be aimed at women over 50, but guys can glean critical insights. She's basically saying a woman who's stable, financially, emotionally, won't tolerate nonsense. Men, if you approach someone who has a well-structured life, come prepared with respect, honesty, and a plan. Let's see a viewer's reaction.
I'm 36 and my life is together, and I'm totally experiencing this right now, being newly divorced and dating. If you disrupt my peace, you are gone.
Men, take note. Women, young or older, value peace and stability. If you bring drama or mooch off someone else's hard work, expect a swift exit. Let's see Dolly's next snippet.
And a lot of men don't realize that if you meet a woman that has her shit together, they think, oh yeah, I'm going to join her. I want to date her. I want to get involved with her because she's going to help me get my shit together. Because it's contagious. It is contagious. What's going on with him is contagious. In this age bracket, 50 plus, we are on the dating app, we're out socializing, we're doing different things to meet people, and we'd like to have a life partner. But sis, you do not want a life partner who's going to bring problems to your life. You've worked too hard.
Her words speak volumes. She calls out men who expect to latch on to a woman's success. As men, we should strive for independence, not leeching. If you're in a rough patch, own it and be honest, but don't expect her to fix you. Let's hear 2 more comments.
Dating is so exhausting. Was married for 40 years, lost my husband 5 years ago. I don't want to get married. I too am independent. I was proposed to twice after divorcing at 58 years old. Fast forward in my late 60s now. I feel the same way. I just say I am not marriage material. I am in a committed relationship, but I will never remarry.
From a 40-year marriage to a 58-year-old divorcee, these women illustrate a common thread. After a long-term relationship or a tough divorce, many want companionship, but not at the cost of their independence. Men, if you meet someone who values freedom, approach with mutual respect, not a rush to lock it down. Let's see Dolly's 3rd snippet.
Guys say things. They let you know in those first 2 dates. They let you know who they are. And if you don't start listening, you're going to end up with a bum in your life. And I know it's not about... I get tired of hearing guys say, oh, gold diggers, gold diggers. Yes, it is about gold diggers. Guys being gold diggers. Yes, it is. But it's not the traditional, what we think is a gold digger, some woman wanting a free ride in life. No, it's...
Dolly flips the typical gold digger trope on its head, pointing out men can be gold diggers too. This is a wake-up call for men. If you're lacking direction or stability, fix it yourself. Don't expect a partner to bail you out. Another set of comments, please.
Yes, I was single for 20 years after my first divorce and raised my boys till they got grown. I enjoyed my single years. I did remarry. Dolly, I love listening to you. I'm 63, widow for 10 years. My first love when I was 17 has come back into my life after 45 years. We have been texting for 3 weeks. Should I go for it?
One woman thrived in her singlehood for 2 decades before finding a new partner. Another is 63, contemplating reconnecting with her teenage sweetheart. Men, what can we learn? Time alone isn't wasted. It can lead to a stronger sense of self. Also, reconnections can happen, but handle them with clarity. Don't waltz back in if you're not ready to be stable and genuine. Let's see Dolly's final snippet.
I want you to not be fooled by somebody's sparkling eyes, and those big muscles on their arms. Don't be fooled by all that shit. Okay, because 3 months later, you're going to be looking at this guy going, this guy's eating me out of house and home, and I had to help him make this payment, and I had to help him with that, and all we ever do is talk about his problems. Girl, don't spend those 90 days doing that and then realizing you're about eyeball deep into a mess that you're not 100% sure how to get out of. So vet these guys. Vetting them does not mean, getting a private detective and searching their tax records. Vet them. Date them. Do not get into a serious relationship with a guy for at least 60 days dating. And my friend, Hope with Holly, she's always preaching about no intimacy, no kissing, no into bed, nothing for 90 days. She's always preaching that. It's hard to do sometimes after you've been with someone for a month and a half, 2 months. You think, I'd like to hug and kiss and cuddle a little. But in that first 60 days, that first 30 days, you need to really be paying attention to those red flags, because otherwise you're going to end up in a mess with this guy 90 days later. You're going to be in a mess. And he's going to disrupt your life. He's going to disrupt your career. He's going to disrupt your finances. He's going to disrupt your mental health. He's going to disrupt your friend circle. He's going to disrupt things if he's not the right guy. You work too hard to get where you're at. Don't let some guy mess it up. But at the same time, and I know this sounds like, well, geez, you're giving me different directions here, Dolly. But at the same time, stay positive, because your perfect guy is out there. But he's not going to come ring your doorbell. Well, you know what? Maybe he will, because today someone did ring my doorbell that I thought, wowza.
She's championing caution without cynicism. Gentlemen, the same logic applies. Vet a partner, pace yourselves, and keep your eyes open for red flags. Dolly wraps it up by saying, yes, stay cautious, but stay hopeful too. That's a solid approach for men who might also be burned out on dating or heartbreak. At the end of the day, these two scripts present two contrasting situations. One man can't handle the abrupt friend zone breakup, while Dolly's giving older women unwavering standards to keep. Men, the key takeaways are universal. Respect someone's right to exit a relationship gracefully, and if you're entering someone's life, especially a stable woman's, bring your own stability or be upfront about what you're working on. Keep your dignity if a breakup happens. Don't melt down like the guy in the car. Instead, harness Dolly's wisdom about clarity and independence. You want a partner, not a savior or a caretaker. If you enjoyed these insights or just found them entertaining, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button, drop your comments below, and share this video with someone who needs a reality check. Thanks for watching.